The title of my article is Pressure to be Perfect, Influence on College Students' Body Esteem. The purpose of this study is to take three variables, which are peer pressure, family pressure, and media, and determine which of these is the most influential when it comes to a person's body esteem. Some background information on this study and previous study is they actually wanted to bridge the gap between old research and using these new variables, simply because old research actually mostly used social context and media individually instead of incorporating these other variables to determine which is the most influential. As far as theoretical framework, social comparison theory, which is basically the theory and when people use standards and others to evaluate themselves. So, for example, someone seeing a model on TV or a model in a magazine and comparing themselves to them or to the model, and then kind of judging themselves, which would basically lower their self-esteem and body esteem. The cultivative theory suggests that watching TV influences body dissatisfaction. This kind of goes along with social comparison theory. Obviously, if we see, models on TV that are, as far as men that are more cut up or bigger than the men see this, and it's going to create some dissatisfaction as far as their body is concerned. As far as the last one here, social learning and media influence. Social learning is basically summarized by learning behaviors that we see others do and using behavioral consequences to determine future behavior for ourselves. And this is done through visual symbolic models as well as verbal behaviors. For the sample of this study, they used 224 large university students in a communication skills course, and it was an introductory level course. It was at a large university. They didn't state what university it was, and they did not indicate the length of the study. As far as the way they collected data, they used surveys as well as scales. For example, peer pressure was measured by two scales: the peer dieting scale and the friend dimension of the perceived social culture pressure scale. So, and then the results came out, and they basically took the three. They actually used the three variables, but they had to use more. They had to use like television and magazine to break down the media variables. So, and they rated them 1 through 5, 1 being most influential, 5 being least influential, and they put them in order. So, and the results came back, and they put them in order with peer pressure being 1, family pressure being 2, magazines being 3, television being 4, and perfectionism being 5, which is an individualized variable. So that is my article review. If you have any questions or want to ask any questions, please do so now. Thanks.